arrived the Hobbit. Not a nasty dirty wet hole, nor yet a dry bare sand hole. It was a Hobbit hole, and that means comfort. This Hobbit's hole was on the hill, as all the people for many miles around called it, and his name was Baggins. People considered the Bagginses very respectable, not only because most of them were rich, but also because they never had any adventures or did anything unexpected. This is a story of how a Baggins had an adventure and found himself doing and saying things altogether unexpected. What is a hobbit? I suppose hobbits need some description nowadays, since they have become rare and shy of the big people, as they call us. They are little people, smaller than dwarfs. They are inclined to be fat in the stomach. They dress in bright colors and wear no shoes, because their feet are grown natural, leathery soles and thick, warm brown hair. The mother of this particular hobbit, of Bilbo Baggins, that is, was the famous Belladonna Took. Once in a while, members of the Took clan would go and have adventures. They discreetly disappeared, and the family hushed it up. The Tooks were not as respectable as the Bagginses. It is probable that Bilbo, Belladonna's only son, although he looked and behaved like his father, got something a bit queer in his makeup from the Took side, something that only waited for a chance to come out. Oh, good morning. What do you mean? Do you wish me a good morning? Or mean that it is a good morning, whether I want it or not? Or that you feel good this morning? Or that it is a morning to be good on? All of them at once, and a very fine morning for a pipe of tobacco out of doors. Sit down and have a fill of mine. Very pretty, but I have no time to blow smoke rings this morning. I am looking for someone to share an adventure. It's very difficult to find anyone. I should think so in these parts. We are playing quiet folk and have no use for adventures. Nasty, disturbing, uncomfortable things make you late for dinner. Good morning. We don't want any adventures here. Thank you. What a lot of things you do use good morning for. Now you mean that you want to get rid of me, and that it won't be good till I move off. Not at all, my dear sir. Let me see. I don't think I know your name. Yes, you do, Bilbo Baggins, though you don't remember that I belong to it. I am Gandalf, and Gandalf means me. To think I should have lived to be good morning to my Belladonna Took's son, as if I were selling buttons at the door. Gandalf? Not the wandering wizard who used to tell such wonderful tales at parties, about dragons and goblins and giants and princesses and widow songs. It's the Gandalf who was responsible for so many quiet lads and lasses going off into blue for mad adventures. I am pleased to find you remember something about me. I thought I would send you on this adventure. Very amusing for me, very good for you, and profitable too, very likely, if you ever get over it. Sorry, I don't want any adventures, thank you. Good morning, but please come to tea. Why not tomorrow? Come tomorrow, goodbye. What on earth did I ask him to tea for? When tea time came the next day, Bilbo had almost forgotten about Gandalf. Good gracious me, Gandalf. Ding-a-ding, ding-ding-ding. I am so sorry to keep you. Oh, Balin at your service. Dvalin at your service. Bilbo Baggins at yours. And I'm just about to take tea. Pray, come and have some with me. May as well leave it open, Mr. Baggins. The others will be arriving soon. Others? Gandalf, so you've got here at last. Kili at your service. And Fili, come along in and have some tea. Someone at the door. Some 5, I should say, by the sound. Dori at your service. Nori and Ori and Owen and Chloe. I don't mind some cake if you have any, and raspberry jam and apple tart. And for me, and mince pies and cheese, and pork pie, and more cakes and ale and coffee if you don't mind. Who's banging on my beautiful door? Carefully, carefully. It is not like you, Bilbo, to keep friends waiting on the door. And then they fall on the mat, and then open the door like a pop gun. Let me introduce Bifur, Bufur, Bumbur, and especially Thorin Oakenshield. I am terribly sorry about all this. You see, this is the most awkward Wednesday I have ever had. Pray, don't mention it. Now we are all here, quite a merry gathering. I hope there is something for the latecomers to eat and drink. Oh dear, the tea! Hush, let Thorin speak. Pardon me. Gandalf's dwarfs and Mr. Baggins, we are meet together in the house of our friend and fellow conspirator, this most excellent and audacious hobbit. May the hair on his toes never fall off. All praise to his wine and ale. Fellow conspirator, we are met to discuss our plans, our ways, means, policy and devices. We shall soon, before the break of day, start on our long journey. Our journey from which some of us may never return. May never return? We've lost our host, I fear. What do you think? As soon as I clapped eyes on the little fellow, I had my doubts. He looks more like a grocer than a burglar. Pardon me? Did you say burglar? Yes, I was talking about you, Gandalf. Told us that here was a burglar in these parts, looking for a job at once, and that he had arranged for a meeting here this Wednesday tea time. There is the mark on your door, the usual one in the right. I used to be burglar once. Good job, plenty of excitement and reasonable rewards. Burglar? You can say expert treasure hunter if you like. It's all the same to us. Let's have no more argument. If I say Mr. Baggins is a burglar he is, or will be when the time comes. There is a lot more in him than you guess, and a deal more than he has any idea of himself. Now, Bilbo, my boy, fetch the lamp and let's have a little light on this. This map was made by Thoror, your grandfather Thorin. It is a plan of the mountain where the dragon Smaug has piled up all your ancestors' wealth and sleeps on it for a bed. There is a dragon marked in red on the mountain, but it will be easy enough to find him without that if ever we arrive there. This hand points to a rune that marks a secret entrance, a hidden passage to the lower halls. It may have been secret once, but how do we know that it is secret any longer? Old Smaug has lived there long enough now to find out anything there is to know about those caves. He may, but he can't have used it for years and years. It is too small. 5 feet high, the door, and 3 may walk abreast, say the runes, but Smaug could not creep into a hole that size, certainly not after devouring so many of the dwarfs and men of Dale. It seems a great big hole to me. How could such a large door be kept secret? I should guess it is a closed door and has been made to look exactly like the side of the mountain. Also with the map went a key, a small and curious key here. It is torn, you must keep it safe. Indeed, I will. Now supposing the burglar expert gives us some ideas or suggestions. First I should like to know a bit more about things, about the gold and the dragon and all that, and how it got there, and who it belongs to, and so